So for those of you who don't know or who missed the live that I did earlier today, I own a condo. This is the background of what partially the bathroom looks like at the moment. In 2018, the ceiling in the upstairs unit caved in and flooded the entire upstairs unit. All of the water came down and sat in all of the walls, unbeknownst to me. I did find out knowing one wall had water in it, but was not aware that multiple walls had water in it because of the tile that comes up so high, or the wrap around the tub, the cabinets in the kitchen. So every part of the walls where the water would have filled up is not viewable. The small part that I did see, the condo association refused to fix. In the summer of 2018 is when I really learned how extensive the damage was. And that was the first time that the ceiling caved in, and then actually, because it has deteriorated all the pipes, the piping and everything in the lower part of my unit, water seeps through underneath the wood, underneath the tile in the kitchen, all underneath the cabinets in the kitchen, and comes out into the wood floors, and actually had gone as far into the living room where there's carpeting. Haley and I started getting sick, especially Haley. She was just coughing, and it was clear that there was a problem that was establishing. In the summer of 2019 is when I began a lawsuit against the condo association, trying to get them to fix all the mold within the home. While still being litigated, we had no choice but to move out, just because of how sick both Haley and myself were getting. And that's where 126 Augusta Drive came into play and where we moved to. So I went back to the condo this past week and found more damage done to the home, extremely visible damage. And this is just some of it. And I want to take you to the house tomorrow and show you everything that is going on and the actual active dripping that's still happening at this moment from the unit or piping above. What the more disturbing part of this entire situation is that the condo association and the management company didn't care at all. Kept saying there was no mold, absolutely no problems with the unit, in an effort to get out of paying to fix it. No big deal, go ahead, breathe in black mold. Totally fine, no big deal. AKA, I don't care about your life or anybody else's life. So now we've got there are 7 units that are attached to my unit, which means that those 7 units are potentially all breathing in mold, and especially the unit above me is definitely is, but more importantly, the building is structurally unsound and the floor could actually collapse in. I've reached out to the Board of Health now. I've also reached out to the township that is also going to reach out to the Board of Health in an effort to get the condo association to do what they're supposed to do, because this is just unconscionable. And people wonder where cancer comes from. So all these people are breathing in this mold, and it could potentially lead to cancer. And the clusters of Lexington in Maple Shade, New Jersey does not care. The management company for clusters of Lexington does not care. They are aware that it's filled with mold, and They don't care. If they had fixed this, we never would have moved to Augusta Drive. Or let's just say if I had moved out somewhere else while they were fixing this, I would have eventually moved back. But when everything happened with the landlord and the unlawful eviction, I couldn't even go back to my own house to live in, sleep in, nothing, because of how sick and how dangerous this house is. I implore all of you to spread this news, to make this aware of what is happening, because there are so many people right now that are being affected by the clusters of Lexington's negligence. So I implore my followers to reach out to the Board of Health and let them know that this building is encased with mold and that it is structurally unsound, and that there are so many people that are living in it. It's one thing for the condo association to not care at all about me and my unit, but it's a whole nother level when it's affecting this many people and is putting their lives in danger. So regardless of what happens with my lawsuit surrounding this home, I want to make it known to these people what is going on and what they're being exposed to at this moment.